Hello again. Sorry it's been so long, but 'tis the season.
Yay!
And
love this season.
Yeah, I do too. Obviously it's fall. It's October here. I don't know if that changes at all on the other side of the world or whatever.
No, it doesn't. It's still October everywhere.
Are we sure?
No, but I'm going on a limb here. I'm going to say
that. You're right. You're right. Because right now, one of my favorite festivals is actually going on over in Germany right now.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Oktoberfest. That's Oktoberfest with Das Boot. Sorry.
It's so bad.
That was kind of racist.
I was going to be like, isn't that racism?
That's like, what is that?
That's racist against Germans.
That's what, like, positive racism? Because
positive race? Is there such thing?
I have no idea, probably.
That's like blackface before blackface was like considered rude.
Yes. That's something, you know, it's kind of like when you talk Chinese about Mr. Miyagi.
It's like Charlie Chan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like vaudeville. That's what it is. I'm not trying to make fun.
We're terrible.
Anyway, as again we said, it's October. 'Tis the season. It's fall, which is great. I fucking love the fall.
I love the foliage.
The foliage is awesome. I actually like the cold weather because, and this is because I'm a romantic nerd. I like being able to like snuggle up to that special person. You know, it's nice.
You know why I like it?
Horror movies all coming out in the fucking theater.
Yes.
Because it's fucking October.
But actually,
and dude, there's some good ones coming.
So far, the one that I really looked forward to came out on my birthday in August, and I have yet to see it. As above, so below.
I saw it.
How is it?
It's good. It was.
I wanted to watch it, and I just never did it.
I didn't see it at Smitty's though. I saw it down in Concord.
Oh, cool.
And it was awesome because I spent a day down there shopping and shit. I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen a movie in a while. I'm gonna go see a movie, and it was fucking awesome. I was so thrilled. And we got
out on DVD soon. I know it is.
Dracula Untold comes out.
I can't wait for
Friday, which is awesome.
Cool. Annabelle just came out.
Yeah, Annabelle came out last week, which that came out, and so did 7700, which is like a alien abduction story.
All right.
And I didn't hear too much about that. Ouija is coming out. Ouija, maybe, I think is what they're actually pronouncing it.
I don't know that one.
Which looks really good. The big one I'm really stoked about, I can't wait for, is actually going to be released Halloween Day. And it's got Daniel Radcliffe, who played Harry Potter.
Okay. And he was in
The Woman in Black.
The Woman in Black, which was really good.
I thought was really good. He's got a new one coming out called Horns.
I heard about that one.
Which I'm stoked because I love the book.
People are kind of freaked out about it.
The book is so good, and I am so stoked to see the movie. And it takes place here in New Hampshire.
Really?
Yes.
I love that.
It's awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Takes place here.
Although, the movie I'm really, really waiting for, and it's not so much horror theme, but it is kind of Halloween, Day of the Dead theme, by Guillermo del Toro, the guy who did Pan's Labyrinth and Pacific Rim and all these really awesome monster movies. He's doing his first animated child's film called A Book of Life, and it's all about the land of the dead and Dias de los Muertos.
All right.
And it looks
that sounds
awesome.
Cool.
It looks awesome.
Sounds cool.
I am not usually psyched about kids flicks, but I want to see this.
Well, also on Horror Way of TV, I mean, the American Horror Story
came
started
back with their last night with season 4 Freak Show.
I've heard good things about it.
Not only do we got that going on, but we've got another one from FX. Again, based off of a Guillermo del Toro story. I don't know if he's producing or directing or anything like that. The Strain, the vampire one.
Oh, right.
Which is fucking amazing.
You seen it?
I've not missed an episode.
Oh.
So good. So good. I would actually...
I totally forgot about that.
I will be the first one to say right now, The Strain is going to do for vampires what Walking Dead did for zombies.
Let's fucking hope so.
Because I think that the vampires in The Strain, they're not fanged Dracula vampires. These things are like a parasite. It's like this tapeworm looking thing that infects you, and then you actually lose your genitalia. You're completely sexless. But then you have this tentacle-like tongue that's forked like this, and then it's got these suction cup things that spread the worms while they're ingesting your blood. It's almost like a leech.
That sounds cool.
It's fucking creepy as hell, dude. Cool. And it's so good. It is so good. I mean, the last episode that I watched, it was almost like Walking Dead because they're in this convenience store, and all of a sudden, all these vampires just start coming towards them. It's 30 days of night. It's so fucking eerie. I loved it.
it's gonna be sweet.
It is, and I can't. And it's
you're
based
excited
on
about that,
dude. I am stoked. Like I said, I've been watching it, and I can't wait till the DVD comes out because I want to see like all the back footage and shit that they weren't able to use. Kind of like American Horror Story. Like every season that's come out, I've gone to buy because of the fucking behind the scenes shit. But anyway, we are doing our Halloween special. We're getting on a kind of a tangent about Halloween.
it doesn't matter. It's all about
horror.
Halloween.
It is. It's all. This is the best time of year for us because the fucking horror is just everywhere. You can.
It's even better on Halloween night where everything's lit up. You just take a walk.
It is. Unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that because we're doing my Dia de los Muertos party, which is awesome.
Which I'm not dressed for apparently, or not gonna think I'm gonna be dressed for.
Dude, it doesn't matter. As long as you're in costume, that's what matters. Dude, you can fucking splatter yourself with fake blood and carry around a knife and you'll be fine.
Oh my god, come in a suit and tie and come in a
Patrick Bateman?
Patrick Bateman with blood all over. And like,
dude, that would be awesome.
Oh, and a raincoat.
Yeah, you gotta have a clear raincoat. Yeah. And get like a plastic axe and spray coat it with like silver.
God. That's what I'm doing. Done.
And you gotta find like an old 80s Walkman and put in Hip to Be Square just over and over again.
You know what? I actually might have a Walkman in the basement, but it's gonna take a lot of digging to find it.
That would be pretty fucking funny. Dude,
but I could probably find one secondhand cheap enough.
Oh, I'm sure. Like you go to Goodwill or something, you could probably find one easy enough.
Fucking cassette players. Oh my goodness.
Dude, that is a fucking 8-track. I mean, God. Fucking 8-track.
I'm actually in the middle of that book right now.
American Psycho. Yeah, we were talking about that. It's kind of funny because you're reading that, and right now I'm going back and forth between two books. I'm actually rereading Horns to get ready for the movie.
Okay.
And the other one I'm reading is This Music Leaves Stains, which is a whole like biography about the Misfits.
Oh,
which
right.
You're not going, which is kind of a bummer. But next week I will try to bring the camera, and hopefully they're not gonna like bitch about it. Maybe I can get even a press pass to be able to do like interviews, which would be nice.
That'd be sweet.
I'm going to be at the Rock and Shock Horror Convention.
Yay!
And we got some really cool guests that are going to be there. Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator.
Yeah, the Reanimator stuff.
We've got people from the Child's Play films. The guy who voiced Chucky's going to be there. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. As well as Andy.
Yeah, the kid who played Andy. And the girl in the wheelchair from the newest one.
From the newest one, yes. Yeah. Which I don't even know her name. Gunnar Hansen, the original Jason from Friday the 13th.
Oh, that'd be cool.
He's going to be there. Sid Haig. Really
cool. I'd love to see him.
This one I'm really stoked about too. Actually, is Ogre Navi from Repo, the Genetic Opera. He played Pavi Largo.
How much does it take for tickets?
I think it's $20.
I might go with you and just pay for like maybe try to buy a ticket at the fence or something.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm buying my ticket at the door.
Yeah, so I might go with you and buy my ticket at the door.
Oh, right on.
All right.
I'm cool with that. We're gonna be leaving early though, just so you know, because it's me and my dad.
I wake up at 4:00.
Oh, so we'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We're only going for Saturday though, because I got to be back here to work the next day.
Wait, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
The 18th.
So the Saturday. Oh no, wait.
This coming Saturday will be the 11th. So it's a week from this Saturday.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You gotta work
in the afternoon.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I gotta work noon to 4. Damn.
Well, aim for next year because I'm definitely going next year too.
I have the money too. Like I have it in my wallet, ready to go, ready to be spent. I have money and I can't go. Last year I didn't have money.
Yeah.
And then this year I have money, but I can't go because
last year had a really good cast, or not cast, but a group of guests, and unfortunately I wasn't able to make it last year either. But this time around, I'm making sure that I go every fucking.
Hopefully you can get the press pass because I'm sure that would be.
That would be really awesome because there's two guys that I definitely want to meet because they're huge heroes of mine, and it really jump started me wanting to play music. Which one of them I already mentioned, which was Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein, formerly of the Misfits. Now he's got his own band, Gorgeous Frankenstein, as well as his solo band Doyle, which is really cool. Doyle's more of a metal band though, rather than the horror punk like Gorgeous Frankenstein and the Misfits. And it's good, don't get me wrong, but I definitely like the horror punk stuff better. And Gorgeous Frankenstein was a lot like the early days of the Misfits. It's kind of that tongue-in-cheek stuff. Where they made a lot of, that kind of campy B-rate horror film stuff, and it's really just a fun album. And I can't say anything bad about the Misfits because I love the Danzig era, I love the Graves era, and even the Jerry Only era. I love it all. But there's just something about the raw power behind Gorgeous Frankenstein. It reminds me of the early albums of the Misfits, like Static Age and I can't think of the other one that came out after that. So I apologize for the Misfits fans who are like probably slacking me right now. But him, and then Wednesday 13 from the Murder Dolls is going to be there.
Oh, all right, yeah.
So that's going to be really cool. I'm really, really excited to meet both of them. I can't remember who else. There's a shit ton of people, though.
It's quite a bit.
Actually, on Friday only, Jamie Josta from Hatebreed is going to be there. The lead singer of Lamb of God is going to be there.
Oh, okay.
Randy... I can't.
That guy.
Yeah. And there was somebody else too, but I can't.
That'd be cool to see him, man.
That's gonna be really cool.
Lamb of God, so that'd be sweet.
I know Sunday is gonna be like the big one for the Juggalos, because like Twisted and Blaze and all of them are gonna be there. I don't think ICP is gonna be there this time around, but Guar's gonna be there. I forgot about that. Guar's gonna be there on Saturday with the new female singer.
Yeah, with the new. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, because I got. In the 2012 one that I went to, I got to meet Guar with Odorous, which was really cool. And this time around, I'm going to get to meet the new lineup, so that'll be really cool. So anyway, Halloween special.
Let's see. Is there anything else we forgot? Mr. Pickles. I'm sorry, dude.
Right.
Mr. Pickles on Adult Swim.
That's right.
Satanic Dog. It's awesome.
They finally got Mr. Pickles going again, which is nice. As well as King Star King.
I had not watched that.
Which, I don't know if I'm going to watch King Star King. I watched the first episode, and it was kind of like watching an acid trip.
Okay.
So, I don't know. But Mr. Pickles definitely will be watching, now that I found out that it's back on, because I fucking loved the first episode of Mr. Pickles. Alright, so anyway, Halloween special. We're not doing our normal layout. We're not doing a top 5 list. We're not doing a correspondent, blah, 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 blah.
No.
We're not doing any of that.
Halloween stuff.
Well, we actually...
we'll probably end up talking about people.
Well, I do actually have not so much an artist of the week, but a little Halloween story to go at the end.
Ooh, I love stories.
It's not so much a ghost story as it's more of a tradition story.
Okay.
So I think that'll be good.
I'm still ready. I love stories.
So anyway, what do you have for your 2 movies?
I have Trick or Treat.
From 2007.
From 2007.
And then it was released in 2009 because it laid around in Warner Brothers Limbo DVD release. Bullshit, yeah.
And then 1978.
Dude, I'm going to say right now, okay, talking about Trick or Treat. When that movie first came out, I worked at FYE in Concord, okay?
Okay.
That fucking movie, we could not keep a copy, and they just sold like that. And the thing is, it was like $30.
They made bank.
They did. Now you can fucking go to Walmart and find it in the $5 bin, which pisses me off.
Yeah, it's sad.
Because mine, I actually had a friend who worked with me, who was like still one of my best friends. She actually bought me the movie and the Sam figurette that was released from.
Yeah, you have that upstairs.
Yeah, he's actually hanging out.
Oh, is he?
Here now, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's hanging out in one of those. I've been adding a lot.
You keep on moving your shit.
I've added a lot to my collection recently.
All right. Anyway. And then
you got from 1978.
We got the original
John
Halloween.
Carpenter's Halloween.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it could be.
I love it.
I know you do. For me, from 2007 as well, I have Rob Zombie's Halloween. And from 2002, and I'm apologizing because it is in a collection because I don't have the DVD by
You're
itself.
pulling on me.
I am. And that's
in season 1 anyway.
El Muerto, the dead one.
And just stop bringing
starring Wilmer Valderrama.
Who?
From that 70s show.
Oh, okay.
He played Fez.
Yeah.
And then he had his show on MTV, Yo Mama.
I remember that show.
I love that show. They had some of the greatest insults ever.
You could watch that show and instantly become a professional and go to school and just...
Yo Mama everybody.
Yeah. And people would be so offended and not even talk to you the next day.
It was awesome. All right, so let's get into these. Do you want to start it off? Or should
you go first.
I'm going to go first. All right. I'm going to talk about Rob Zombie.
Of course you are.
I'm going to talk about Lord Zombie because he's fucking amazing.
Even though his last movie was terrible.
I liked Lords of Salem, actually.
Really?
I was really torn on it at first, but then I went back and I started rewatching it.
Yeah.
And I realized a lot of things that I missed.
Okay.
And that's why I started liking it. Because I think a lot of people are trying to just figure out what's going on throughout the movie. If you just sit back and relax, a lot of it just comes right out. And I mentioned that because I actually reviewed Lords of Salem in this season.
Okay.
And I said that I was torn on it because I wasn't really sure if I loved the film or not. But since I've gone back and rewatched it, I really do enjoy the film. It's a weird fucking film. It's definitely not going to be for everybody's taste. And I respect that, you know. Zombie wanted to do something different.
He did.
And he really did. Because he didn't do like a psychotic killer, which is every fucking movie that he had done up until then. I like the fact that he went the supernatural route. It was cool. And I love the fucking music that he did for, quote unquote, the Lords of Salem. When they were playing the record. Because it was fucking awesome. Like, it was just...
What was it full of? Like, what kind of bands did it have in it?
Well, they had a lot of, like, black metal and death metal, but when they did, like, strictly the band Lords of Salem in there, where they brought out it was just, like, this really, like, tribal drum beat and this weird chanting. It almost sounded like real early Sabbath. Like, it came across...
Pretty cool.
It came across that title track, Black Sabbath's Black Sabbath. And it, you know, the fucking hair would raise up on the back of your neck and everything. Anyway, going back to Halloween. We see a large amount of people that we see in every zombie film. Like Sherry Moon Zombie, we see Sid Haig, a lot of people. But we have one of my personal favorite actors in horror show up in this. Malcolm McDowell, who was in A Clockwork Orange. He was the main character in A Clockwork Orange.
Yes. Which is awesome.
He plays Dr. Loomis in this, which I was like, okay, who the fuck are you going to get to play Dr. Loomis? Because the guy from the original did a phenomenal job. I will be the first one to state that. And that's probably my favorite part of the original was Dr. Loomis. When I heard Malcolm McDowell, I'm like, all right, sold right there. But then Zombie took it even a step further. He showed us Michael Myers' origin. He showed us why the kid was doing this.
In the new one, I do like that a lot.
And the mask. Because we see it like 20 years later. It's all cracked and everything. Where in the original, it's still chic. It's still, you know, like it's brand fucking new. Which makes no sense.
No. There was a William Shatner mask.
I will say right now, okay, the original Michael Myers is like 5'2".
He's really short, isn't he?
Yeah.
But they make him look really tall.
The kid in the new version is so scary. Like, he is so much scarier than the original Michael Myers.
He's pretty frightening.
And then you have Tyler Mane come in to play the adult Michael Myers. Tyler Mane, former professional wrestler. The guy is over 7 feet tall. He's huge. I've met the guy. Wonderful, wonderful gentleman.
Well, you know what? It just took the camera tricks out of the movie.
Perhaps, but the thing is, when you saw this dude like pick a guy up and slam him and kill him, he looked like he could do it. And you know what? Outside of Michael Myers, Tyler Mane played one of my other favorite characters in a film. He was Sabretooth in the first X-Men movie.
All right.
And I love Sabretooth, one of my favorite X-Men characters. And he did a phenomenal job. What can I tell without spoiling this?
Everything. You just spoiled the beginning, so I mean...
No, I simply said that they did the origin. I didn't say what he did.
Well, I gotta
I will say, too, that this one is definitely more vulgar than the original, because there's like fucking every other sentence.
I mean, you gotta think of it the times.
Dude, I don't care.
It's been 40, 40 years? 30 years? 40 years.
Almost 40 years, yeah. Speaking of 40 years...
No, it's been over 40 years. No?
No, it'll...
88, 98. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, just shy.
Okay.
It's like 4 years.
Yeah. So.
Which, speaking of 40th anniversary, did you see that Texas Chainsaw is celebrating its 40th anniversary this month?
Is it?
Yeah, they just released it for the first time on Blu-ray.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's got like a bunch of different versions, I guess, for the Blu-ray. There's like a
How'd you have different versions?
Well, there's like a basic Blu-ray, then there's like the Blu-ray DVD, but then there's like a super edition. And the super edition is like $100.
We pay more for this.
Dude, it's like 6 discs though. It's like all kinds of shit. And you get a mini poster,
that's
like
good.
original artwork.
That's good for you guys who are crazy.
Dude, I'm tempted. Like, I'm really fucking tempted because it's got a lot of cool bonus shit.
I say crazy in the most respectful sense, like crazy about the movie. Dude, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a huge fan of Texas Chainsaw.
I love Texas Chainsaw.
Look, I love it. I'm just not that much of a fan that I'm going to go out and spend $100 on.
I'm really fucking tempted. Like, there's only 2 collections that I would probably spend the $100 on. One being Texas Chainsaw, because that really revolutionized horror more so than a lot of other films. The other one, just because it's my favorite franchise, would be the Hellraiser puzzle box one, where you actually open the puzzle box and it's got all the DVDs.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I want that so bad.
The only box set I've ever seen that was like $90 that I would go buy is not particularly horror related.
Okay.
and it was a Scooby-Doo box set that came in a mystery
machine.
I saw it at
FYE.
FYE.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, if I had $100, I'd buy this. And it's still sitting there.
Yeah, because nobody wants it.
Ah, man, it's got all the seasons and bonus stuff, so it's like, ah!
Nobody wants it, that's why.
I'm the crazy, yeah.
Yeah, you're the Scooby-Doo fanatic. But,
unlike you are with the chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Massacre.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of box sets that are out there, like, movie-wise, that I would definitely buy, but I'm like, do I really spend that fucking much on it? Anyway, so Rob Zombie's Halloween. I've mentioned this before. I love this compared to the John Carpenter one because for me, John Carpenter's wasn't that scary. It definitely revolutionized because it opened the door for the slasher genre.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I'm cool with the slasher genre. There's some really good slasher flicks out there, like My Bloody Valentine I really enjoy. And Halloween was a good one. Nightmare on Elm Street was fun. I really enjoyed that one.
That one was more like a psychological, I always thought.
With Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, I mean, it was like it was slasher, sure, but it was like psychological as well.
I guess with the first one, I could go with that.
Yeah, I mean, the rest of them.
Now I gotta ask, do you consider this particular film horror porn? Gore porn?
What do you mean?
Or do you consider this a slasher? Saw. Is it a slasher or is it gore porn to you?
It's gore porn.
Gore porn? I would say that it's really like walking a razor's edge.
Like I don't know, like
because you have an iconic mass.
My bar is a lot lower than.
Well, think about it. You've got an iconic mass serial killer. You have a reason behind it. You have very intricate deaths. All of these are tropes of slasher films.
Even some porn has a good plot to it.
I don't know. I don't watch enough porn, apparently. Apparently, I don't watch enough porn.
I'm not talking about me personally. I'm just saying this is what I've heard.
Yeah, I'm sure. You're probably at home, like, watching, like, however many Debbie Does Dallas.
Who?
That's like the most famous porno ever. Debbie Does Dallas.
No.
Dude, South Park is, like, ripped on that so many times.
Never heard of it.
What?
No, I don't know. Like, I probably heard it on South Park and went, what the fuck? Alright, whatever.
Whatever. Okay, so anyway, you've seen the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Yes.
You got anything else to add about it?
No, you pretty much covered it all. I mean, it adds a
great fucking soundtrack. Awesome soundtrack. Lots of Kiss, Blue Oyster Cult.
It's got good soundtrack. It's definitely scarier.
Yes.
I will say than Carpenter's. It's more in depth than all.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I don't know, I still like Carpenter's.
I'm not saying that I dislike Carpenter's. Like, it's still a good movie, but like if you put the two in front of me, I'm gonna definitely pick Zombies over Carpenter's. Like this is my opinion. Zombies, if you're gonna watch a Halloween themed movie, this is probably one of the best ones to choose. Carpenter's, it's one of those ones that I probably will revisit every 5 to 6 years. Zombies, I probably visit every couple of months because it's just that fucking good. It's a masterpiece. It's that fucking good.
Alright.
What is your rating for Lord Zombie's Halloween?
I'll get a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10?
Yes.
That's actually better than I thought you were going to give it.
You thought I was going to give it like a 6?
No.
It's not shitty.
No, I was thinking like a 7.
Oh, no.
I'm surprised.
No, it's a 9 out of 10. It's a great movie. I like Carpenter's better.
So what? I pretty much know what you're rating for Carpenter's.
10 out of 10. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, fucking... I'm going to give Halloween from Rob Zombie a 9 out of 10 as well. Because there is some stuff that I would have liked to have had more talked about. Like, I would have liked to have seen maybe half the film be about young Michael. Because I would have liked to have seen his time in the Institute a little bit more.
Yeah, instead of just jumping from
the first kill in the Institute to...
Yeah, right to the...
Which I love the kill that he did to Danny Trejo where he smashes the fucking fish tank.
When I saw that, I was like...
Danny Trejo.
Poor Danny.
I love Danny Trejo. really nice guy. Really nice guy.
Never met him, but...
I met him at my first Rock and Shock. My dad was so excited because he's like, oh my god, that's Danny Trejo. And that line did not fucking move for like 45 minutes.
That sucks.
He was the first celebrity we met.
If he was at this year's Rock and Shock, it's gonna be like that again because he just came out with that movie. So the new or not? Well, it's not so new. I mean, it came out earlier this year, but
Machete.
Yeah.
Machete Kills.
Yeah.
That was last year actually.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen that one yet. My dad's got it. I gotta watch it with him. I guess Lady Gaga shows up as a character in that actually.
Oh, chicken. You know what she's doing now, right? With Tony Bennett.
I saw something about that.
Yeah, she's like they're touring together.
Yeah,
which
I
is
saw that.
strange because Tony's like part of like the classic, like Frank Sinatra.
Well, it's not really that weird because I mean, you look at when she toured with fucking Yoko Ono.
I didn't know she toured with Yoko Ono. So
yeah, which was I'm like great.
I mean, I'm kind of a Tony Bennett fan. So when I heard she was touring with Tony, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
You know
here?
what? Speaking of artists that we like, because we're both fans of the Misfits and we're both fans of this particular singer. Did you know that Glenn Danzig, formerly of the Misfits, wrote a song for Johnny Cash specifically for Johnny Cash?
I heard something about that.
The song 13, he wrote that for Johnny Cash. And he never performed the song live until Johnny Cash passed away. Because Danzig,
that's a good tribute right there.
Danzig recorded the song too on one of his albums, and then the first Hangover movie used it in their soundtrack. And I was like, oh, that's right, that's a Johnny Cash song. And I actually posted the lyrics to my Facebook pretty recently.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's my favorite Johnny Cash song is 13. And I didn't know that was written by Glenn Danzig until I was watching an old live performance of Johnny Cash. He was talking about how he met Glenn and everything, and because Ruben, the guy who produced Johnny Cash's records, produced Danzig's as well, and I guess that Danzig was always a fan, said, hey, I want to write this song. And he called up Johnny and said, hey, this is Glenn, this is Johnny, and Glenn here wrote a song for you, and Glenn played the song, and Johnny loved it. They actually recorded it that night together.
Wow.
So I thought that was really, really cool.
That is really cool. I have to check that out.
Yeah, the song is fantastic. Both versions are fantastic.
I've never heard a bad Johnny Cash song, so
the only one that
Danzig is really good.
Yeah, I mean,
for music, writing, whatever as well. So
yeah, I mean, whether it be the Misfits or
love them both, it's just gonna be best.
Yeah, and I mean, it's such an eerie song too. Like if you liked his later stuff, like when he did the 9 Inch Nails covers, there, Hit. Hurt, not Hit. Sorry.
Hurt. That's like my favorite.
That's my mom's
song.
favorite Johnny Cash song.
Cash.
My favorite is, like I said, 13.
Get out of the Highwaymen.
Oh, that's a good one. Man in Black's a good one. That's
a really good
favorites.
One too.
And even though it's one of his upbeat songs, I really love Boy Named Sue. I love that song for some reason.
I
got the live version.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that was actually released.
I think that was specifically released live. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was just better live.
It was, and I really.
It was like he was singing at a bar.
Yeah, and I love Johnny Cash. There's nothing.
In which he beat the shit out of his dad. So.
Yeah, but his dad fought back and cut off a piece of his ear. I mean, come on.
And almost shot him.
No, he didn't get his gun in time.
No, but he was going for it.
Yeah, he went for his gun, but
Johnny pulled his out.
Or Sue pulled his out first.
Sue.
All right, you're up, dude. So what are we starting with?
I'm gonna go your road. I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go Carpenter. All right, so 78, the oldest film that we're talking about today.
Which is not like saying much.
No, because we talk about some old fucking movies.
No, because all our movies are new except for this one.
That's true.
So it's not like.
That's true. Although I've got one that's over 10 years old.
Barely.
No, it's 12 years old.
Barely, yeah. It's as old as my little brother.
I'll blow a goat just talking about your hunk of crap movie.
Anyway, John Carpenter's classic started the slasher genre. Kind of. I will say yours doesn't follow quite the same route.
No, it was a remake.
Yeah, it was a remake, of course. But I mean, it wasn't like Rob Zombie. Definitely, like I said, he got a little more in depth.
Very true.
But if you strip it down to the base, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same premise and everything, but...
And you're right, the guy was...
a fucking midget?
Really short, so...
Dude,
but I thought the camera made him look bigger.
The camera definitely made him look bigger. I'll give you that.
Ingenious for the late 70s.
But the thing is, I'm sorry, I'm going to see this guy coming at me with a knife. I'm going to run down this...
You're not going to think in real life that this is happening.
Well, if he's coming up the stairs at me, I'm going to look at him and I'm just going to fucking run and drop kick this guy. Seriously, the fucking kid from mine is scarier.
Probably taller, too.
We agreed on this. The kid is fucking scarier.
I remember the kid. Not from this movie, though. I remember.
He's been in other stuff, yeah.
He was in Hitchcock, wasn't he? He made fun of Will Smith's character. The short blonde-haired kid, right?
No.
Called him a...
Are you talking Hancock?
Yeah, the Hancock.
You said Hitchcock.
Did I say Hitchcock?
Yeah, well, you
my bad.
Hitchcock? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, Hancock. He called... You're freaking...
I don't know if that was him. You might be right, though.
It was a short, long blonde-haired British kid that had a really bad mouth.
Maybe then. It's been forever since I've seen fucking
Mama
Hancock.
needed to, like, wash his mouth out with soap.
I was a weird kid when my mom tried that. I actually liked the taste of soap, so it didn't work so well. I was a weird kid.
I was, I don't know.
Like, I only did it like once or twice, but then I started like realizing that I liked the taste of soap.
So you just did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a weird fucking kid.
Strange man.
I was a weird fucking kid.
I ate a bubble once.
Like
a little bubble.
And suck your tongue out on it?
No, I just ate it. Like, it was just sitting in front of me, I was just, and it was gross.
Did you like fart bubbles? Did you
I didn't eat soap. I just ate a bubble.
I was about to say, I ate soap, but I didn't fart bubbles either, so that's why I'm curious. Was it like the Little Rascals? Alright, so anyway, we've talked a little bit about this because we compared it.
We've done our comparisons,
and we talked
you know
about
how the movie goes, and I'm sure most of you have seen it.
What was your favorite part of this movie? Let me guess, Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Again, for me, it was the guy who played Dr. Loomis, and I can't think of his name for the life of me.
I almost want to say he was like a one-time hit, but I don't think
he played
so.
Dr. Loomis in like most of the films, I know that.
But,
I think he's done other things, but I can't remember. But I can't say that I love this movie, but I respect it. I greatly respect this film because, like I said, it opened up the door for the slasher genre. And I like the slasher genre because I'm a kid from the late 80s, early 90s. I remember these films coming out in theaters and, you know, hitting the tape trading days back in VHS. I remember seeing these. And like I said, I love a lot of the slasher flicks.
Video Choice.
Oh, Video Sensation, dude. I fucking...
Oh my god.
Video Vendor. I remember all these. Fucking Blockbuster when they were still around.
I don't think there was one Blockbuster store within 100 miles.
Yes, there is.
Concord?
Nope. Head north.
Conway?
Yeah, there's one up in Conway, I think.
Go figure. You get spit in Canada.
There was a Video Choice in fucking Laconia for the longest time.
Yeah, I remember that. It was right on Main Street.
Yeah.
My cousin always got movies from there. I'm like, why do you do this? There's such thing as like Netflix, you know that, right?
I hate Netflix.
When it first came out, we were like, Netflix.
The only thing that Netflix has got going for it right now, and I think it's the final season, which is kind of a bummer, is Hemlock Grove, which is their horror show, and it's really fucking good.
I've been watching a lot of Hulu lately because, well, they got all the new episodes.
Yeah,
so
Hulu's pretty good.
They keep up on.
All right, so what do you give this? Because I think we already said this though. You gave it a 10 out of 10. I can't give it that.
No.
Like I said,
8 out of 10 because the age doesn't hang up so well.
It definitely does not. It definitely does not hold up compared to a lot of other films. So you're actually giving it less than the zombie version. I'm surprised.
I love it, but you know, it overall, yeah, it's worse than Rob Zombie's, but Rob Zombie's is a refresher.
That's true.
It's like here's what to me it's like here's what John Carpenter would have done if he did it now.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. And Carpenter actually said that he liked Zombie's version better in an interview.
So, well, then there you go.
So, yeah, there you go.
Carpenter likes it better, then, well, let's...
Yeah.
To prove.
Like I said, I don't love this movie by any means. Like, I will watch it, but I respect the movie, and I give its credit where credit is due. For me, I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good movie, but it's just not that scary to me.
Well, you know, it's aged.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Not like wine either, but
like milk.
But not like a bad milk, like somewhere
Dude, it's like
between.
Green and chunky now.
As long as it's not full of mold, I mean, we're all
I just said it's green and chunky.
Oh, I thought you said grated chunky.
No, green.
Oh,
it's nasty. Milk, when it ages, it doesn't get better.
Well, I know that.
It don't get better. It gets chunky and gross. All right, so I'm kind of shifting gears on this one.
You're going
because I'm going
medical.
Yeah, we're going south of the border.
How dare you!
Gonna take a fucking siesta.
You can stay there, you farter.
Get some tequila. Maybe have a taco while I'm there.
I actually had tacos last night.
Nice. Fucking love tacos. Anyway, this movie is El Muerto, the Dead One, from 2002. Starring, as I said before, Wilmer Valderrama, which most people will know from that 70s show or the MTV show Joe Mama.
Joe Mama.
He's the little Mexican dude.
Little Mix.
I'm not even sure he's Mexican. I think he is of Hispanic descent. I'm not sure he's Mexican.
Latino.
Yeah, he's definitely Hispanic. I love Wilmer Valderrama. I loved him in that 70s show as Fez, where he played like an Indian guy, which I thought was hilarious.
But he still did a great job.
He did a great job.
Hilarious.
And we were talking about, me being kind of like positive racist. I'm pretty sure that Fez was positive racist.
He helped the stereotype.
Oh, he absolutely did. But in this, he plays a character, Juan Diego.
Okay.
Who is obsessed with his Aztec lineage.
All right.
To the point where he actually follows every religion to a point. He follows Christianity to a point and everything. He ends up in a car crash, but come to find out, he's actually abducted by the Aztec god of death.
Nice.
And he is a live sacrifice.
Oh.
However, a year later, he comes back as the Aztec zombie, the dead one, El Muerto. Not a lot of horror.
No?
No, it's actually more of a dark superhero story. It's very similar to like Ghost Rider or The Crow.
Okay.
It's almost like a Mexican version of those two kind of things. But when the horror does come up, like there's a little bit of gore in this. But it's a fun movie. This is a really, really fun movie. And it's a good, if you like Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, it's a great, fun movie to watch. I can't give this a huge rating, though, for horror, because it's not that spooky.
It's like a 2.
For horror, I would give it like a 3.
3.
But I am a fan of this movie. I really do like this movie. And again, if you're a fan of things like Ghost Rider or The Crow, which actually I would put The Crow. I would put The Crow more of a horror film actually than.
Are you a ghost?
No, my favorite scene is when he goes after Fun Boy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
and Fun Boy puts the revolver to his hand, he blows the hole through his hand, he's like, oh, 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 and he's just like laughing at him, and it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Like, I remember seeing that as a kid, again, on the tape trading days, and I fucking died laughing. Like, I'm not supposed to be laughing at this, but it was funny as hell.
Lord rest Brandon Lee, though.
Oh, absolutely.
That sucked. They had to CGI him in the rest of the movie.
No, they used his stunt double for a lot of it.
Stunt double?
Yeah.
Still
Which, there's definitely something up with that family when it comes to the firstborn sons, because Bruce obviously passed at a young age, and Brandon passed at a young age.
Yeah, it's like a family curse or something.
That's what they claim, is that it's the Lee family curse, yeah. Which is kind of a bummer, because I'm not a big martial arts movie fan, but I did love Bruce.
Seeing Bruce.
I can't watch Enter the Dragon with my father at all.
Why not?
My dad's favorite actor is Bruce Lee, and he knows that movie inside and out.
And he'll talk.
He quotes it!
He
talks through the whole fucking movie, and I'm like, shut up.
My dad used to do that with Smoking the Bandit.
Unfortunately, I do that with, believe it or not, Romeo and Juliet, the DiCaprio version.
Okay.
And
not a bad movie.
And Christina and I were watching it the other day, and she kept looking at me and telling me to be quiet. It was pretty funny.
I do that with one Ed, Ed and Eddie episode.
Although Christina and I will watch movies, and we'll dub over them, kind of like Mystery Science Theater.
Okay.
We did that with Mars Attacks the other day. We were watching Mars Attacks. The Tim Burton flick.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Oh, the Jack Nicholson then.
Yes. Michael J. Fox, Jack Black.
It's such a weird
Pierce Brosnan's in it.
It's such a weird movie.
I love that movie though.
It's such a good movie, but it's so weird.
It's so 50s sci-fi cheese. Oh,
in color.
Yeah. Oh, but speaking of that movie, the Misfits, when they reformed with Michael Graves, they did a song called Mars Attacks. I guess that Jerry Only actually sent a copy of the song to Tim Burton to put in the film, and Burton respectfully declined sending a letter back saying that he is a huge fan of the Misfits, but he felt that the song wasn't
didn't fit the
and I'm like,
atmosphere.
If you listen to that song, it's completely that movie. Like, it would be perfect.
It would have been cool at like the ending credits.
Yeah, even if they had just put it in as like a nod, or even just on the soundtrack,
or like even like special features.
Mm.
I mean, On the DVD remake, of course, because
Yeah.
VHS.
But I know what you're saying. I think that would have been cool if they had done like
Music
a music
video
video
or
for
something,
it.
yeah.
I think that would have been cool. Which actually they've shown up in a couple of horror flicks. I found out.
Who, Danzig?
No, the
Or not Danzig.
the Misfits. They showed up in one. I gotta see if I can find it. It's got Matthew Lillard in it from Scream.
Yeah,
Called
I know
The Animal Room. And I really want to see that.
Never seen it.
I want to see that. And Michael Graves, when he left the Misfits, he actually is in a movie from set 3 of the After Dark's horror films. The After Dark Horror Fest.
Mm-hmm.
He was in one of the movies from set 3, Perkins 14, which I have, and I'll definitely be reviewing that at some point because I haven't watched it first and foremost, and 2, I love Michael Graves. I love Danzig. I love the Misfits in general. Anyway, so back to El Muerte. Like I said, for the horror aspect, I give it a 3 because there is a little bit of gore to it, which is nice. And there are some creepy aspects, especially when the priest has his eyes removed, which is pretty rad. But as a film in a whole, because I really do like this one, I'm going to give it an 8 because it's just a fun film. And if you're looking for just a Halloween kind of creepy movie, but not like super creepy.
So kind of like Hocus Pocus.
No, it's more like, it's like I said, it's more like Ghost Rider or the.
All right, yeah.
It's a movie that
I got Hocus Pocus in the brain. Yeah, excuse me.
That's fine, man. It's a good movie.
I fucking love that movie.
I like that movie too. This is actually, I guess you could say that it's a progressive horror film. You could bring, a kid into it, and the kid's not going to get horribly
freaked out. Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be a good transition film. But I really dug this film. All right, you're up with 2007's Trick or Treat, written by the dude who actually did the first X-Men movie. So total tie-in right there. And we have a
making it all loop together.
Well, we have an X-Men actress in this film with Anna Paquin, because she played Rogue in the X-Men movies.
That's right, she did, didn't she?
Yes, and now she's on True Blood.
Oh. By the way.
Playing Sookie Stackhouse and getting naked.
Naked? Well, I mean, for the Mystique, she was practically... Or not Mystique, Rogue, she was...
Rogue was
I'm thinking Mystique.
Mystique was
my
naked.
Fucking mind.
Mystique was naked. And that's okay, because Mystique is hot.
Hot.
just like Peanut off of Jeff Dunham when he says it.
Continuing on, freaking. This is probably one of, if not my favorite Halloween movie.
Definitely one of the best ones.
It's
no
one of the best
doubts
ones.
there. No doubts there.
It has one of the best memories attached to it because I actually watched it. First time I saw it was actually with an ex-girlfriend of mine.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, you gotta see this movie. You gotta see this movie." And I'm like, "What's it called?" And she's like, "Oh, it's called Trick or Treat." And I'm like, "It's a children's film." Like, that's what I thought, because, Trick or Treat's like a children's thing.
Yeah.
And so, I looked at the cover, I'm like, it's a kid dressed up as a pumpkin. Woo!
But then you find out that it's not.
It's not. It's like a Halloween...
he's literally the spirit of Halloween. He is... it's pronounced Samhain, but the way that they do it in this, they shrunk it down to just Sam.
Yep.
Which I know a lot of people in America pronounce it Samhain.
Okay.
Now... This is such a cool fucking movie. If you're a fan of movies like Creepshow or Tales from the Crypt, these anthologies, you're gonna love this film.
I love this movie, because it keeps your attention. Because it's 5 different storylines that tie together.
And the cool thing with this too,
I love that.
What you just said, they tie together. It's not like Tales from the Crypt or Creepshow, where it's just separate stories.
Right. It ties together.
And they all tie together at the end, which I thought was phenomenal.
And the ending.
The ending is so good.
The ending is really good.
Where it literally goes right back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
It loops.
Yeah. What is your favorite of the segments?
My favorite storyline?
Yeah. It's really
the
hard.
Virgin. The virgin who thinks she found her love. Riding Hood?
Yes. The Red Riding Hood, which was the one with Anna Paquin.
Yep. And I believe the guy, wasn't he? Yeah, he was in a wolf suit, wasn't he?
No, he was a vampire.
Vampire?
Because she saw him in the alley attack the girl.
Oh no, I'm giving away shit. I should stop.
And
shouldn't do that.
Which is hilarious because he is in the first skit.
Yep.
As a serial killer.
Because
he was the principal.
Yeah.
Which I would actually say that was probably my favorite skit.
That was a cool one.
The way that the ending was, when he grabs the knife and he's following his kid into the basement, you think he's gonna kill the kid.
He doesn't.
No, you find out that the kid's just as fucking twisted as he is. And I loved
that
it.
was really cool too.
I loved it. It was so good.
So
It was so fucking good.
But like watching, like after watching it with.
What is your
with girlfriend,
least favorite one?
What do you got? Well, let's see. You got the virgin falling in love.
You got the
with
virgin?
The guy. You got the teacher.
You've got the teacher. You've got
the
zombies.
Yeah. I probably
The neighbor.
Kind of.
The neighbor being attacked by Sam. And then
that was a good one though.
And then you have the very first one, which is I Hate Halloween.
I don't know. I thought the zombies were kind of boring. I guess.
The zombies. I thought the zombie one was kind of nice because it had the backstory of the zombies coming back and attacking not just the kids but the neighbor later
Everybody.
on. No, because they attacked the neighbor.
Well, yeah. I mean, like
You found out that he had something to do with their deaths.
That was a nice tie-in.
I really liked that. I would say that my least favorite was actually the very first skit, which was I Hate Halloween.
Really?
I hated that one because the guy loved Halloween. He told her not to blow out the jack-o'-lantern. She does. Sam gets pissed off and kills her by shoving a fucking lollipop in her throat.
I thought
Like, that's stupid.
Cool. I thought it was cool.
It was that is definitely the most boring. And he's like, he wants to get all lucky and everything. And she's like, go upstairs and put on the video. And that's pretty much it. He falls asleep watching porn, waiting for her. I'm like, this is stupid.
I thought it was.
That's my least.
I didn't
favorite.
think it was like more horror as it was just supposed to be funny.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I took it as a funny.
Okay. I guess if you put it at
Like,
that prospect, it's not that bad. But I like the fact that they too mention the rules of Halloween. Like that's a big thing, especially if you're really true to the actual meaning behind the holiday of All Hallows Eve or Samhain. This is a day to respect the dead.
You don't go around.
Don't smash jack-o'-lanterns. Don't egg houses. And the treats are not for you. They're for your respect for the dead. The reason that you get the treats is to pay respect to the dead. So, go door to door. Wear your masks because you're paying homage to a wonderful holiday that, really does pay respect to those who came and have gone before us. So... Thank you.
Sad how we've materialized.
We've made Halloween into a fucking Hallmark holiday.
Just like Christmas.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I like Christmas if it's going to be respected properly.
Agreed.
Like in my house, it's like.
Obviously, I'm not Christian, so I don't celebrate Christmas.
Well,
I celebrate Yule.
But still.
Which I've got something to tell you, actually, and I think that the fans will love this. I found out that one of my favorite parts of my collection, and probably the biggest part of my collection, my Living Dead dolls, had a German exclusive doll.
Really?
Of Von Krampus.
That's awesome.
And I'm getting one for Yule.
Are you?
My grandmother ordered me.
Of course she did.
I'm so stoked because
Your grandma's awesome.
My grandma is fucking awesome. Like she does not care at all.
See, my nana gets me like all the she'll like find something at like the Dollar Tree or something or like the dollar store.
Yeah.
And then that's what she'll get for me. or nothing at all.
I was about to say, isn't it kind of sad that you work there and you get some crap from there?
I'm so glad.
She gives you
this
like
winter's
shaving
gonna
cream
suck.
and toilet paper.
This winter, like this Christmas, if anybody gets me anything from Dollar Tree, I know it's gonna be that because I'm not on the cash register. I'm the guy that puts it up on the shelves.
See, I'm really tempted now to throw like a Yule party and get you something from.
I will throw it at you.
Tree.
I will
Just as a
fucking
joke.
throw it at you.
Just as a joke, get you like a fucking. Like,
get me anything from Dollar Tree. Get me like candy or something.
Get you like a package of toilet paper and like a can of their crappy chili.
Oh. Fucking eat the chili and be spending my night on the toilet.
That's why you need the toilet paper.
I like how you tied it all together.
I did. I thought about this.
The fact you thought about this kind of concerns me. That's an asshole thing to do right there. No, I don't fucking care what I get for Christmas.
No, I really don't care either. And the thing is, I've gotten to that age too where like my whole family's like, okay, we don't know what you already have for horror.
Right.
Like when I was a kid and I was starting to collect horror, it was
they knew what you had because they're the people that got you that.
It was a lot easier. Now they're like, okay, he's buying horror all year round, which is pretty true. So they're like, I have no idea what the fuck you have. And since I started collecting the Dead dolls, my grandmother's like, okay, what dolls don't you have? Which ones do you want? And this newest set, I'm so stoked because I didn't mention this earlier. The creators are going to be at Rock and Shock celebrating their 16th anniversary.
Nice.
And they're going to release to the public for the first time the new dolls. They were going to do it initially at the San Diego Comic-Con, but they only released 2 dolls at Comic-Con. They're releasing the last 3 at Rock and Show.
That'd be cool.
So I'm
That'd be
really
cool to
stoked.
see.
And I know that they're all Dios de los Muertos themed. They're all
Like
Sugar Skulls.
Yeah,
So I'm stoked.
that's gonna be awesome.
I really can't wait to see these. But I told her, I'm like, oh my god, there's a fucking Krampus one. And she's like, who the hell is Krampus?
Of course.
So I explained who Krampus was, and she looked at my mother, and she's like, do you know who the hell this is? And she's like, yeah. Because my mom was who told me about Krampus when I was a kid. And I was a kid who never cared about seeing Santa. Like, I didn't fucking care if Santa showed up. Like, I would stay up on December the 5th, because that was St. Nicholas Day and a lot of church calendars. And that was how a lot of people tied Krampus in, but then I found out, through Norse mythology that he's the son of hell and all this. And then I found out that he showed up on the 21st. He showed up on Yule. So I would stay up specifically hoping to see Krampus. Because, much like Santa, he did reward good kids. He would give you treats or stuff, but he would put them in your shoes. So I always checked my shoes on the 21st, hoping that there was something in my fucking shoe. And, that could be actually like a really 50-50 kind of thing. Because, you could get something nice, like a $100 bill, which would be awesome, right?
Yeah. Especially when you're a kid.
But then it could be like a fucking transformer, and you just stick your fucking foot in there.
I get stabbed.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. Or if you're a dick, there's a live scorpion in there. Okay, regardless.
Anyway.
Back to Trick or Treat.
Freaking love this movie, and I give it, like, I don't know, I'd give it I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
Actually, I'm right there with you, because this is one of my favorite anthology movies. Obviously, like I said, you've got stuff like Creepshow.
Yep.
And Tales from the Crypt and stuff like that.
Yeah. Chillerama.
Yeah, Chillerama.
Chillerama.
Which Chillerama was a fun one.
That was not meant to be horrifying.
No, it was definitely it was straight out horror com. Like, they made it into a horror com, and they wanted to go as over the top as they could. When you have, I Was a Teenage Werebear, The Diary of Anne Frankenstein, and why did I go into the German accent with that? I have no idea, but whatever.
Frankenstein.
Wadzilla.
Jeez, that was the worst one.
Really? I thought Wadzilla was hilarious just because of all the sperm jokes. like General Bukkake.
So bad.
It was so gross. But Teenage Werebear, I mean, come on. That was like a great 60s musical.
Yeah.
Especially when you got the Greaser guys and they're singing a song called Love Bit Me on the Ass. And it's all about literally
getting
gays. It's werebears. I love that movie. It's fucking hilarious. It's so funny.
But continuing on, so you gave it a 9.
I give it a 9. I give it a 9.
That's done with that. We're 52 minutes in. Yay!
Yeah, and like I said, I've got my little origin story.
Oh, right. Sit.
Have you heard the origin of Jack-o'-lantern?
No.
As to why
I've never.
We have this tradition. Well, there was a man back in medieval times named Jack.
Yeah.
And he was such an evil soul that when he was killed, he went to heaven, and God looked at him and said, absolutely not. This is a man who does not belong here. And he plunged him to hell. Well, once he got to hell, Satan looked at him and said, no, you are such a black soul that even I can't do anything to you. And he actually took his head and kept his head in hell and sent him back to Earth with, in the original story, it was actually a turnip that was carved into a face.
Okay.
With a lump of coal from hell that kept it lit. And that's where we get the story of Jack-o'-lantern from. It eventually morphed into a pumpkin.
Pumpkin makes more sense, I suppose.
Well, the pumpkin is much easier to carve than a fucking turnip.
That's for dang sure, but...
Believe me, I've tried carving a fucking turnip, and it is hard.
I
can't
can't say I've tried.
In the ass.
But, actually, my mom was actually trying to grow pumpkins.
Oh, nice.
She got one.
Oh, bummer.
It's white.
Seriously? That's awesome.
She's got it's about this big.
Even so, that's still rad.
It's a white
pumpkin.
And I saw it, I didn't even know what it was at first.
Dude, it would have been awesome if it came out black. How fucking rad
that would have been sweet. But it was sitting next to the pumpkins that she bought for my little brothers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is that? She's like, what? I'm like, what's that white thing sitting next to the pumpkins?
Yeah,
she's like, it's a white pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. And I'm like, never seen one white. She's like, I know, it's crazy. I'm like,
yeah, you can get white ones. They're fucking awesome.
But yeah, we got a white pumpkin. The only pumpkin that grew out of the whole patch was white.
I really want to take Christina to a pumpkin patch and like pick our own pumpkins. Like, I really want to do that this year. And there's a lot of shit that her and I have talked about doing. So it's.
I've always wanted to go apple picking, but I think that's coming end of season for that.
Well, that's one of the really cool things because where I go to do the pumpkin picking, they do apple picking, and then in the summer they do berry picking, like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, all that. And they've got so much good shit because they do a lot of like home baked goods and stuff too. Like they do pies and apple cider donuts, which are fucking delicious. Oh my god!
Don't even start.
Caramel apples.
Don't even get me started on apple cider because
I love apple cider.
I can't.
No?
No. I love it. I love the taste, but I'm on the toilet for 3 days. I'm not even joking either. The last time I had it was like senior year of high school.
That's like me with milk.
I had apple cider.
I can't fucking do regular milk, otherwise I'm on the shitter for days.
The apple cider. I'm so glad I had the weekend off.
Yeah.
I was just like, Lord, kill me. I'm like, there was 1 cup. Dude, it was only 1 cup of apple cider.
Dude, I buy like 3 gallons worth.
Oh my god.
And then I'm horrible with it because I just go through like nothing.
No, I don't mind eggnog so much.
Oh, I love fucking eggnog.
Dude, like it's alright, but like.
Speaking of which,
can't do it.
because now we're randomly going into Christmas talk. I found out that there's going to be another Krampus horror film.
Yeah, when's it coming out?
I don't know. But Kevin Smith,
he's awesome.
Who is probably best known for movies like Jay and Silent Bob,
the Clerks. He actually just came out with a new one,
Tusk, which is his second diving into horror because he did Redland, which was like a cult film.
He's actually
and now he's going to be doing a Krampus film.
I heard he's actually doing also from the money he gets from Tusk. Mm-hmm. He's doing another Clerks movie.
There's been talk about there being,
but it's girls.
Really?
It's all girls. It's a girl cast.
Girls?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be okay, I guess.
It's like his daughter.
Really? It's gonna be Harley. Harley's gonna be the star in it.
Yeah, I think it's a daughter. It's his daughter and like another girl or like a couple.
I can't see his daughter being able to be in a Clerks movie because she's only like 15, 16 years old. And there's like a lot.
I'm not. My source is not from a direct site per se. It's my buddy at work, Ed.
Yep.
He's a huge Kevin Smith fan.
I like
wicked big Kevin Smith fan. He's telling me all this, and like Kevin Smith, I got respect for Kevin Smith. I don't know much about the guy, but I've seen Clerks. I've seen Jay and Silent Bob.
See, now I like him as a comic book writer because I loved what he did with Daredevil. Mm-hmm. I thought that was fantastic. He worked on Batman for a while, which was really good. And of course, he did the Clerks comic books before the movies ever came out, and those are fun.
So, I respect him. I just don't. I don't know much about him. So he'll tell me. And I'm like, all right, look, you're the expert. I'm going to believe you.
The really cool thing is, the day before Rock and Shock, my band will be performing down in New Jersey.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that we get there early enough because I want to go to Red Bank, which is where Kevin Smith's comic shop is, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. And I want to go in and find out what they have for Tales from the Crypt. Because
that'd be cool.
They have a lot of the classic issues and stuff. And I would love to see if they've got... the one issue I really want in my collection is I want issue number 13 because it was one of the best fucking issues. I have it in the EC Big Graphic Novel collection, but I want the actual single issue. So I'm hoping that they'll have it.
That'd be cool.
And if not, I mean, even if they come up, if they come up and they say, yeah, we've got Tales from the Crypt issue 1, I'll shit my pants. Cause it's like, that's like a holy grail for a horror comic collector. And I've got a ton of the old EC horror comics, whether it's Vault of Horror, Tales from the Crypt, or I can't think of the other one.
That other one there. That one.
Tales of Fear, I think, is what the other one's called. Most of my comics, I read them once and then they go right into the plastic. The issue really has to mean a lot to me.
I got comics that I haven't taken out of the plastic.
I have a couple of those, actually. I have a lot of issue
ones. My cousin gave them to me. It's like a shit ton of them.
Oh, nice.
Like, well, not shit ton, but like a big binder
Oh,
of
yeah,
them. And it's like classics like Mickey Mouse from 1952 and like.
Yeah, that's more up your alley because I don't.
I like
do
the
so
older
much.
stuff.
Well, I like the older stuff, but I don't really go for Disney too much. Like,
Well, I mean, it's just, it came with the binder and the collection, and I just keep it there because it's an old issue, and I've never read it. I've actually had a shit ton of Archie comics.
Yeah, I never
got
got
a big, like
I
a
never got into
stack
Archie much.
of an Archie comics.
I never got into Archie.
I read them all. They're nice.
I've read a
It's
few,
nice.
but it's not a series I got into.
Archie died, though.
Yes, in Life of Archie,
Yeah.
they killed him off for him protecting his gay best friend,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of.
It's been
I thought
going
that was
on
kinda
for
rad.
a long ass time.
I thought that was kind of
so
rad though that they did that.
They had him go out on a good note.
They did, and I mean it's only part of the Archie universe because you have Archie and then you have Life of Archie and
You got Betty. Well, then you got
Betty
Betty
and
and
Veronica,
Veronica and his buddy that like
Jughead.
Jughead.
But then you also got all the side note characters too, like Josie and the Pussycats and all that.
Yeah,
But anyway,
it's all one big universe.
I think that pretty much ends
I think we
our
covered
show.
everything just over an hour.
Yep. So that was our Halloween special. Look forward to episode 23, which I know we mentioned in our last episode.
A month ago.
Yeah, a month ago. Hopefully we'll be back to somewhat of a.
Did you upload that?
It's on the computer. It's got to be uploaded.
Yeah. See, you lied to me last time.
No, I thought that I did, but I looked.
You uploaded it onto your mom's computer.
My computer now.
Your computer.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's actually up in my bedroom.
Oh, all right.
So I'll be able to upload that
Sweet.
later. So episode 23, which will be our next episode. You have what 2 films again? 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts and Contaminated.
And Contaminated, which is, as I can tell from the title, a quarantine knockoff.
No, actually,
Really?
it's not. No, it's.
It kind of sounds like it. It sounds a lot like it.
It's not quarantine because it's about one girl and she's out in the open. I won't get into it.
Oh, okay. And my 2 are from 1990, Clive Barker's Nightbreed, which I mentioned I'm stoked about talking about. And I don't remember what year it's from. Frankenthumb. Which I love the fact that he's not even called Frankenthumb.
It's about them whole movies, isn't it?
He's not at all.
Oh, not at all.
No.
It says it on the cover, doesn't it?
Yes. The monster is not referred to as Frankenthumb at all.
Oh, kind of like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It's Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein.
Well, the monster actually has a name, but I don't want to give the name away just yet.
Okay, we won't go there. So
yeah.
Like, subscribe if you want to.
Yes, you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Vampire Freaks. You will not find us on Twitter unless you have a Twitter, which I don't.
I don't.
No, I
No,
don't.
screw that.
I don't fucking
And
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Horseshit.
Yeah, that's about it.
I think that's it.
We don't do MySpace. It's too old. We want to try to stay in the modern age as much as we can.
If MySpace randomly comes back, I think that would be awesome, personally.
I liked it. The only thing I liked out of MySpace that I do over Facebook is that you could have like
your own background,
like songs
and,
and background and shit. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I miss the golden days of MySpace.
I remember when I got my profile on MySpace, I was 13.
I was way older than that.
No, I was 12.
Because I was like
like 12,
out
13.
of the MySpace loop. I had my Vampire Freaks account, and I was like, I don't fucking want to be on some random ass site.
Like 2 years later, Facebook came out, so I was like, Facebook became noticed, I should say.
Dude, I was so like anti-Facebook for a long time, and I didn't get my Facebook until like 2009.
I've had mine since.
Yeah,
actually, probably about 2009, 2008, 2009. I got mine.
Yeah, 2009 was when I finally signed up, and I didn't like it that much. I still was very much a MySpace guy at that time.
I thought it was a good transition because MySpace is just pissing me off.
Yeah, towards the end, MySpace was like, all right, let's upgrade, and unfortunately, Facebook is now doing upgrade. So now it's like, okay, what am I gonna fucking go to if this keeps up?
Yeah, right.
I'll just go back to VF.
I tried VF, it didn't work out for me.
Yeah, mine's been kind of slow lately too. But anyway, later, bitches.
Au revoir.